Keep your arms rolling forward and back, forward, all the way up, and then all the way back down. Arms are long. I want you to get that long lever feeling. We're going to get there in our shoulders today, of course. Good. Then you're going to bend your elbows, goalpost, always having the habit of taking your forearms and your palms back. Open your heart. And then as you exhale, you're going to squeeze your forearms together, dip forward, and then inhale, open your heart, forearms back. Open it and close, moving with the breath so you get into the habit. It won't be so conscious of inhaling and exhaling. Good. Inhale, oh yeah, and exhale. It's effortful just to stay present. And if you have an intention of how you want to do it, well, that makes it even more valuable. Because we're here, liberation is not to get out of this life. Liberation is to love this life, right? That's immortality, according to my teacher. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, oh yeah, and exhale. 1 more time, inhale, oh yeah, and exhale. Circle your arms all the way up, crossing your right wrist in front of your left. Flip your palms and interlace your fingers to lift your heart up. Then you're going to twist to your right from the left ribs. I want you to just feel that from the left side of your body and come back to center. Exhale. Now, if you have to take your arms slightly forward, please do so. You know, it depends on your shoulders. Do not dip your head forward. I want your ears in line with your shoulders. Take 2 more. Squeeze it. Inhale. And squeeze it. And release. Taking your left hand to your right knee. Oh, yummy. Look over your right shoulder first so that you can really get that big twist. Your body will not twist as deep if you don't. And now look to your left, over your left shoulder. And dip your chin down. You'll get a huge stretch in the right side of your shoulder, and your right neck. And just enjoy that. I want you to find it really nice and long. Get any tension out of there. Good. Inhale back to center. Cross your left wrist over your right. Over your head. Flip your palms. Interlace your fingers. Lift your heart. Twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Twist to the left. From the right waist. I want you to feel it from the right. Back to center. The whole distance. Yeah. Every day we got to wake this up. All the way to your left. Release your hands. Take your right hand to your left knee. Look over your left shoulder first. Make sure your spine is long. Your shoulder blades are down your back. Now look to your right and dip your chin down towards your chest, towards your right shoulder. Get a big stretch here, breathing into it. Big full breath. Oh my God, there's so much I want to do today. And just come back to center and let's get it right into table pose, hands and knees. Now, to get into our chest, let's just do a few cats and cows. Make sure you have that nice, malleable spine. Moving with the breath. Moving mindfully. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Good. Now, keeping your arms long, I want you to soften your chest. So only the scapula hugging your spine is what's moving. And now you're going to lift your upper chest and lift your chest towards your upper back. And your upper back is going to lift. Notice how the scapula comes off your back, away from the spine. And that's what I want you to do. Just get into that. And open and close. Exhale. Even when you open it up, I want you to feel your fingerprints pressing down, and I want you to feel squeeze in your pecs, in your chest muscles, and then soften your chest. Oh yeah. And then right into the pecs. And soften the chest. And right into the pecs. Good. So your arms stay nice and long. There's a softness in your elbows, but you're not bending your elbows. Do not dump your head, guys. Make sure your gaze is slightly forward. Your ears stay in line with your shoulders. Good. And then back to table pose. Now I want you to come onto your forearms if it's available. And you're going to take your right knee at 90 degrees, if you can do that. And you're going to lift and lower. And see if you can keep the knee at 90 degrees. Now, you're not going to land, and if you'd rather stay on your hands, that is most excellent. Exhale. Good. And exhale. And I want you to always notice where you're feeling the sensations. It's really important. What is your goal in this moment? That keeps you present. So right now, it's our glutes and our core, our belly, right? Good. So you feel a nice little heat coming on in your body. Keep the belly back. 8. Good. 7. 6. 5. 4. Yeah. Make it big. 3. 2. Last one. Good. And just shake it off a little, just take some little hip circles here. Yeah, our goal on weight days is to really get into our upper body. And we'll do that. Let's just get everything ready. Back to your forearms, if that's where you're going, shoulder blades hug together. So there's a big space. I want the scapula hugging your spine and going down your spine, belly back, okay? Now you're going to lift your left knee, just squeeze that left glute. It's a big muscle, and you know we're going to work our hips standing, but I just want to get into these things now. So that by the time we get to standing, we can get into the nuts and bolts of this. Exhale. Exhale, yeah. So I want you to hear the rhythm of your breath, maybe even closing your eyes. Do not look up. I want you to notice the connection, what you're doing in your neck spine. Good. Yeah. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, yeah. 2. Let's call it yummy. Last one. All right. Back to table. Now let's just take your hips back and maybe take your arms behind you and just get a nice stretch in your upper back. That's where we're going next. And now I want you to take a little bit of a lighter weight. I'm going to take a 5. And we're going to come back to table. One weight, just one. Now I want you to take your right elbow back and see if you can find a little bit of twist here. Notice what's going on with your shoulders. This is going to get your shoulder blades engaged so that when we stand up, we can get right into our shoulders, okay? And then as you exhale, see if you can just come twist and take your right elbow towards your left elbow. And then inhale the right elbow up. Okay, so your right elbow stays bent. Open it up. Squeeze. This is going to get into your core too. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Elbow stays at 90 degrees. So if you straighten your arm, I don't want you to do that. Okay? Not yet. I want you to get those shoulders nice and engaged. Good. 5. Notice the core. 4. This is what your mind goes toward, guys. That's what gets cooked up. 3. Good. 2. Good. Last one. Oh, yeah. And all the way back. And just roll your shoulders back. Now, as you roll your shoulders back, notice how your right shoulder feels? Further back? That's a thumbs up. That's where we're going. Even the right chest feels more open. So let's do the same on the left. Okay? Get yourself nice and set up. You know, if your left shoulder maybe might not want the weight, you use no weight at all. That's fine. You're going to take your left elbow up to the sky, find a little twist. The elbow stays at 90 degrees, and I'm aiming my left elbow towards my right, and then opening it up. Inhale and exhale. And remember, when you have weights in your hands, if you want to exhale through your mouth, feel free to do so. I can even feel a little movement in terms of things getting unstuck. I hope you can too. Good, let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, yummy. Last one, make it big, make it edgy, make it present, and release your weight. Now you're going to take your right foot out to the right, flex up, spin your right toes out to the right, step your right foot to the earth and walk all the way back, coming all the way up. Now your shoulders are back, your heart is open. Here I am, right? Take your palms in front of you like an offering. And as you open it up, you're going to just roll your forearms back and find a little back bend here as you get into your hip. Now you might want to sneak your right foot away from you just a bit. I don't know, you'll see. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. So guys, I'm going to admit right now that I made the fatal mistake of buying Halloween candy that I like. Okay, I don't know why that came to me, but I figured I'd confess to you girls. 8, 7, good, come on into it. 6, find that back bend, get all that length. 5, it's in the sides of your body. 4, 3, 2, last one, get into that hip, back to center, extending your right leg forward, flexing the right ankle, take the right outer hip back, get lots of length in the back side of your right leg. That's the inhale. And as you exhale, step into your right foot, take your right shin forward. Inhale back. I want you to get into the back of the shin and into the hammies here, the back of your right thigh muscle. So really reach it back. Really step forward. We're not joking around here, right? Good. 2 more. Inhale. Oh, yeah. And back to table pose. Let's get ourselves set up into a table, belly back. Lift your knees and take your hips back. Just get into that. And come forward and reach it back. And forward and back. And forward and back until you make your way into a down dog and walk your dog. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling pretty warmed up here, good. And then take your knees back to the earth. Take your left foot out to the left, spinning your left toes to the left, come all the way up. So this should feel familiar, right? Now we're going to do a little scapula scaption. And you can do it with light weights if you want. I'm going to take my lightest weights, almost lightest weights. So as we come into our left hip, I like to have 2 first. You're going to take your arms out, lightest weights, 2s, 1s, 0s. And you're going to shrug your shoulders up as you come into your hip. Shrug your shoulders up and then slide the shoulder blades down as you come back down. Up. Like, I don't know, shrug, and all the way back down. This is called scaption, and gets the stuff out. Because we warmed up our shoulders, now, if you have shoulder stuff, what are you gonna do? You go like this, bending your elbows, if that's better for your shoulder. Okay. 6, yeah. Notice the movement. 5, up and down of the shoulders. 4, 3, Yeah, you want it more in the letter like a Y. 2. Last one. Up and down. Good. Release those weights just for now. Very carefully. Extend your left leg forward, flexing the front left ankle. You can put your hands on blocks if you like. Take the left outer hip back. Stretch behind the left leg. I want you to feel that, okay? Then step into your left foot. Take your left shin forward, lift your heart up. Exhale back. That's the inhale. I'm sorry. Inhale back. That's important. Inhale. Exhale up. Good. Inhale. Really flex that left ankle. Those peroneal muscles down here get so stuck. And we can unstick them. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Make your way back to the table into down dog. And either walk your feet to your hands or your hands to your feet, whatever feels good. Find a little softness in your knees, shaking your hips. Take a breath, press your feet down. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, palms together to your heart center. So now we're going to stand feet hip width apart. Take 2 weights, and we're going to open up our upper backs. You'll see how much weight you want. I'm going to use 5s, not heavier weights. So I'm going to take the weights carefully to my body and then lift them up. Elbows stay at 90 degrees. They stay at 90. Your palms are facing towards each other. And let's start with softening our knees a little and take your hips back and forward and sitting back. Woo! Let's get into those hips. Good. And this is what it looks like. Open. So your arms are on a shelf. Your arms are on a shelf. This is a thing. Then you're going to open it up, flipping your forearms up, back to the shelf. Notice how your arms stay in line with your shoulders, and back down in front of you. Got it? Let's feel it. Now breathe it. The trick here is to keep your upper arms in line with your shoulders. If you find that too much, either release any weight you have in your hands or just don't go so high. Because we're gonna do other things for our upper back, so don't worry. Good. Can you really sit back? You got like 2 breaths to really sit back. It's almost an Utkatasana here. Good. I want to hear you breathing. So you should feel the love pretty quick here. And notice how as you go slow and mindful, you can do it way more aligned. You keep your upper arms where they should be or where you want them to be, where they can be. Okay, let's do 4 more, okay? Yeah. 4, we can do a couple more, right? 3, 2, last one. This time. And release. Oh yeah, shake that out. You should feel that, I hope. If you don't, you'll let me know after class. All right, now you're going to soften your knees to remove those weights, and we're going to get into our biceps now. It's a big muscle we have to get in pretty quick. So it's a heavier weights, whatever your heavier weights are. And if it's, like I said, no weight at all is always an option. Okay, now stand up tall. Notice how your heart lifts, your shoulder blades are down your back. There's lots of width. You're really beautifully aligned in your spine. You're going to step into your right foot. Option 1, keep your feet hip width apart. Option 2, the same. I like you to take your toes back like a little kickstand, or you can step your left foot back and lunge. Or you're going to bend both your knees. Ooh, you're going to get it right in your right outer hip, and your right glute. Okay? Make sure you're nice and steady in your feet. Your right toes are pressed, the right heel is pressed down. And then you're going to take your right forearms, you're going to roll your upper arms back. You're going to really feel the scapula hug. Now you're going to lift, and at the end of the lift, you're going to squeeze the weights out just a little bit, and then come back to center. Let's play with that. Inhale, exhale, inhale. I have to make it a little bit longer. Good. Good. Get right into those biceps. So focus your mind on the bicep, and you'll see that that'll fire up even more. Your right glute is going to be cooking. And if you take the left inner thigh and lengthen it when you come up at this point, you'll get into the left adductor. Yeah. Good. 8. Good. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one, right? But now we're going to stay low wherever you're at. Keep your elbows at 90 degrees and squeeze up and squeeze up. 8, slow. 7, back to 90. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh yeah, last one. And take your weights to your body. Step into your right foot and step your left foot forward. Good. Good. Soften your knees as you release your weights. Good. Now I want you to come onto the tiptoes of your right foot, sitting back. Tiptoes, just get into the chin. And then the tiptoes of your left. Good. Getting into it. Good. And we're going to get back into our upper back. Ready? Lighter weights. This time, just going to do, we're going to lift, lateral lift. Very light weights. If you use 5s, that is considered extremely heavy in this case. So maybe you'll use 0s, okay? Again, okay, get into your hips and lift. And now you're going to go forward and side. This little movement we did not do on Wednesday. I try to mix it up so that what we do on Friday and we do on weights day are different. Good. I want to hear the breath. Sit back. Squeeze the glutes when you come up. Get into that core with every breath. Yeah. Maybe smile. And try to remember that we don't want to conflate what we see with our opinion of what we see. All right. 6 more. Take a break anytime you need. 6. Good. 5. 4. 3. Good. 2. Oh, last one. You're going to be ready for chest when we get to it. Okay, and shake it out. Good. All right, back to biceps. So I'm going to soften my knees, shake it out a little bit. And now this is our second bicep. So you might want, you can still go a little heavier if you like. I'm going to go my heaviest weights, carefully lifting them to my body and coming back. Make sure your shoulder blades are melting down your back. You step into your left foot. You find your connection with your groundedness, however you want your feet. Good. Now rolling your shoulder blades back, you're simply going to lift it up and out. So the forearm's going to roll out. This gets more into the biceps, but also your rhomboids. Good. But you got to exhale, maybe exhale through your mouth. And when you exhale, you can also think about your core. And as soon as your mind gets distracted, something's going to go. Good. Let's do our last 8 here. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good. Slowly. 2. Last 1. Now you're going to stay low. 8, 7, 6. Right into that left glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Carefully release your weights. Good. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale, circle your arms up. Grab your left wrist and lift. Exhale to the right. Oh, yeah. Inhale back to center. Grab your right wrist, lift. Exhale to the left. Whoa. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step back to plank with your knees up or down. You know that. But notice how the shoulder blades can hug together. Yeah, and the belly lifts. Let's just take a few breaths here. You can even reach your heels forward and back, kind of rolling on the balls of your feet. This will get into your core, and your shins, and your feet. Good. Then roll your knees to the floor, reach them to the floor. Roll your thigh bones to the floor, to the earth. Walk your hands back in line with your upper ribs. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Oh, yeah. And right into down dog. Walking your dog. All right, now we're going to do something really kind of different. You can walk your feet forward halfway and your hands back, making your way into a yoga squat, getting right into our hips, which should be pretty juiced up. And now we're going to do our chest work on our back today. So chest muscle can take a heavier weight. When you do upper back, you have to do the opposite muscle. So we're going to really get into those pecs today. I'm going to try my 10s. We'll see. Okay, but you always grab your weights when you're up. And you always release them on the side of your body or when you're up, okay? Now, while we're here, I want you to roll the top of your pelvis back into your core and just lift it up. And maybe a little lower. Top of the pelvis back and lift it up. Are you exhaling back and inhaling up? Make sure that that part of your body is really engaged. Everything we do engages it, right? Reminds ourselves it's in our gut, right? All right, just take a few more. All right, that was the last one. And then roll all the way from the top of the pelvis back onto the earth, stepping your feet to the earth. Now, I'd like to reach my tailbone forward and get a nice flatness in my low back there. Walk your shoulder blades together, and we're going to get right into our chest. So you're going to start with your palms facing toward each other. And you're going to press the palms up parallel to each other, squeezing the pecs as you lift, and then come back down. And squeeze chest. Inhale. So we're going to start with that parallel. And there should be pretty heavy weights. It's right above your heart. Right into your chest. Inhale and exhale.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This is the basic move for chest. One of the basics. The other one is push up. All right, so just release for a second. Now I want to go right into a fly. If you guys are up to it, you might want lighter weights. So if you take lighter weights, you have to at least roll on the side of your body to release those weights and to lift them up, whatever weights you want to lift up. Do not do it from your back. Okay, and then you come back, rearrange your hips, your shoulders. Now you're going to take your chest and squeeze it. Palms are away from you. My palms are away from me. And then you're going to open up a bent elbow. So your elbow's at 90 degrees, but you don't land. And you squeeze the glutes, not the glutes, the pecs, as you come together, but the weights don't touch. Inhale. It's interesting because as soon as those weights touch, it takes that little muscular energy on the chest and push it up really slow and roll it down really slow and press. Good. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Last one. All the way up and all the way back. Now you're going to roll to one side or the other, removing one weight, just one, because you're going to keep one of your heavy weights for your triceps. So you hold the weight by the head of the weight. You know, this is a skull crusher, but we're not going to do that. And as you exhale, but you're going to do it really slow. It's a 3-part move. You're going to inhale, 1, inhale, 2, inhale, 3. That's 1 inhale, 3 parts of the inhale. And then I want you to exhale through your mouth. 1. Inhale. And exhale. Yeah, inhale. Notice what you might find pretty easy generally becomes a little bit more interesting when you do it slow. When it's easy to judge something or somebody, what are the facts really? You have to go really slow. But here we're going to really consider our triceps. Imagine them nice and toned and strong. We're taking big, full inhales and big, full exhales. If you're ready to count, we'll count from 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 'Can you do one more? Oh yeah. Carefully release your weight beside you. Draw your right hand towards your chest. Roll your right ankle. Oh, yeah. And then your left ankle. And I want you to take your knees together, roll back and forth, till you cross your shins, roll forward through table. I'm going to have to move back down onto my mat and right into down dog. Oh, yeah. So we're going to continue the upper body work in vinyasa. So inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. You can bend your right knee and open the right hip if you like. Extend your right leg back when you're ready. You can even come onto the tiptoes of your left foot. It gets right into the belly. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Prepare for warrior one. You want to have your weights close by. And circle your arms up. I want you to get really into that warrior one. Good? Especially with your feet. But now we're going to dip forward from our pelvis and we're going to do upper back here. Yeah, rows. So pulling exercises are super important for it's the upper back that tends to get long and lazy and the chest that gets tight. So we're going to pull them back. Whatever weight you want. I'm not too concerned about it because it's not a lever weight. Good. Now, careful. Forward and back. Forward. So you're just going to pull it back. You're on your right foot. Your left leg's back. Simple. Now, if it's too much in your right hip, you can straighten your right leg when you come up. Or you can keep your right leg straightish. Make sure there's always a softness in your right knee. So check it out. Keep the right outer hip back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, oh yeah, 2, last one. Take your weights to your body, come all the way up. And now you're going to come into warrior two, legs. I'm going to soften my knees to release those weights and take light weights back to the shoulders. Light, or no weights, no weights. Make sure your right toes are out to the right, your right thigh bone's back. Your feet, are they grounded? Can you feel your heels as much as the balls of big toes? I even like to lift and spread my toes. Is your torso forward? Come on back. Ready? Out to the side and back. So you can stay out to the side. Notice I'm coming into warrior two and straightening my legs. That gets into our hips and thighs, which is a wonderful thing. Now, if you want, you can take your palms forward and alternate. Good. Yeah, light weights. Exhale on the lift. Slow. We want to imagine we have all day, right? Good. Nothing to it. I could do this all day, right? If you feel you can do it all day, you need heavier weights. 6, 5. Notice your palms down. 4. Good. 3. Good. 2. Last one. And release your weights to your body. So you can get rid of them. I want you to pivot forward onto your into a lunge so that your right foot's forward, and you're going to lower your back left knee. Good. So your right knee's forward, your back knee's on the earth. We're going to do our last bicep. I'm going to step my right foot out a little bit. So your right elbow is inside your right inner thigh. It is not on top. Inside. Bam. And we're going to do a really deep bicep. So you can do a heavier weight here if you like. Make sure you have your weights, you know where they are, and they're away from your toes. So I'm coming forward from the hip flexors,
not from a rounded back, ever. Well, unless we're doing rounded back, but okay. Right elbow, ready? And exhale. And exhale. When you go slow, you don't use momentum and you don't jerk your body back and forth. You just are there, right? It's totally there. Make sure your right foot's grounded. Your right elbow is really poking into the right inner thigh. Yeah. I want to hear you breathing. Remember, no weights is a really great option. All right, ready to count? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good, 2. This is our last bicep. Can you just do a little half weights? Just a few, just to really get into that little nice sized muscle. 2, last one. And release carefully. Make your way to a child pose. Knees wide, big toes together. Get a nice stretch here. Lifting your armpits and softening your chest. And take a breath here or two, just a little break. Good. And while we're here, either you can sit back on your heels, or you can sit on a block, or you can stand on your knees. But I want to make sure that your bum's not back, your shoulders are down your back, because we're going to do another set of triceps here, okay? So we're going to do a press, tricep press. You can use one heavy weight if you choose. Now, the last time we did the last tricep, we did a skull crusher. And I want you to notice which hand you use to hold the weight. So one hand's going to be touching the weight, and the other one's going to support it. See if you can change hands. Elbows forward, shoulder blades down your back, and squeeze. And inhale. Remember, it's a long breath. Exhale, squeeze it up. And inhale. Exhale, look how big you can breathe. 3 parts of the breath. Exhale. Inhale, you can be sitting on a chair here. That's a really great option, guys. You can sit on anything, right? So when we go back to the left side, we'll finish it up. Really deep breath. Is your mind on your tricep? Is your mind on your grocery list? Don't worry about that. Let's just stay here now. Really notice the facts. Good. 5. Good. 4. 3. Take a break whenever you need one. 2. Last one. Take your weight carefully in front of you to release it. Make sure your weights are away from your toes. And kind of shake it out. I call this the Kali. You just want to make sure we remember that we have that inner Kali inside of us. Durga. Okay. And then back from table. Oh yeah, and into down dog. Look how strong that dog is. Walk your dog. Inhale, lift your left leg, bend your left knee, open your left hip if you want. Come on to the tiptoes of your right foot. Use your creativity to play in it. Come back to your breath, make sure you're breathing. And when you're ready, you're gonna step your left foot forward, making your way into warrior one, pressing your feet down and coming all the way into warrior one. Yeah, and then take your hands to your hips because we're simply here to get a nice, good footing. Yeah? Because now we're gonna do instead of doing rows, we're gonna do chest flies, okay? So you can do a little bit heavier than you did in your lifts. You decide what you want to do. I think I'm going to try my 8s. I don't know. We'll see. And if it's too much, I will let it go. Left foot forward, right foot back, tipping forward from the flexors, arms forward. And you're going to lift. And lift. Now, you can always lengthen your front left leg because it's going to be a little bit of heat in the left glute. And it might be too much. Think of your upper back and even get a little squeeze in those pecs. Try to look slightly forward. Don't look up. I'm looking up to look at you, which really, but I want you to look forward. 8, 7, 6. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Oh yeah. Bring your weights to your body. Make your way into warrior 2 legs. Yeah. Got it? So your left toes are out to the left thigh bone is back. You're not going to need these heavy weights. So I'm going to soften my knees. Release those weights. And we're going to do the last one for the shoulders. Now, we did these twice. Now we're going to pull up, zipper up. And if you want, you can even open up your arms so the shoulder blades hug together and down your back when you lift it. You can use just about any weightish, not too heavy, but you can go heavier than you would with a lateral move, okay? I'm going to just come to my, I don't know, 5s. Kind of arbitrary. Good. And you're going to lift and lower. So you're going into warrior 2 and completely out of it. I guess they call it star pose. Not where I call it, but anyway. So as you lift, good, and lift. You might want to go a little bit lighter in your weights here anyway, because this is that last set. You can always go lighter, but on the last set, it's almost expected. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Good. Yeah. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh yeah. Last one. Take your weights to your body. See if you can lean forward to remove them carefully. Now you're going to pivot to your left foot, coming into a lunge on the left, and lower your back right knee. Yay. So we're going to do the last bicep on the left. So again, you can use a heavier weight, but this is the 3rd set, so it might not be as heavy as last time. I don't know. I'm just going to guess. Okay. Make sure your left foot's grounded. Your left elbow is inside the left inner thigh. You're moving forward from the hip flexor, not from a rounded back. And exhale. Good. Good. Really slow. See if you can do it slower. And that way you can really know that you're not using any kind of momentum, right? Or you're dragging your body back and forth. It's not good either. Notice where your neck is. Your gaze should be in the same direction as your chest.
So I don't want you looking up if you can help it. Good. And are you ready? Count. Let's do it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right. Maybe take little pulses, just a few of them, just to finish it off, to cap it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Now you're going to come back onto your knees. Come onto your right hip. Come to your bum. Draw your knees to your chest. And we're going to do our last set of chest on our back. We're going to finish on our back. So take maybe a heavier weight. This is going to be our last set of chest. We did our triceps. We're just going to finish our back and start to roll from the top of the pelvis all the way to the earth, stepping your feet to the earth. This time you're going to take your elbows to 90 degrees. We're going to do just like we did before with a chest press, but with the elbows out. But as you press it up, I want you to pivot your palms toward each other, but your weights stay parallel. You're not going to touch them. And then inhale back. Exhale, squeeze those pecs. Inhale, open your elbows all the way out. Oh yeah. Good. Squeeze. Try not to land. You don't want your upper arm bones to land if you can help it. You want the shoulders to stay on the earth. That way you know that you're hugging the shoulder blades together, but not your upper arms. 8. Last one, 7, that's set. 6, 5, 4, big muscle, yeah. 3, 2, good. Last one. And all the way back to your body. I want you to roll to one side or the other to release the weights. Please, really careful. Make sure your weights are nowhere near your toes. Good. Then you're going to cross your right ankle over your left thigh, opening up the right hip. Take your right hand to your right thigh bone, really reach it away. And then take your left knee towards your chest, and you know you can grab the back of the left thigh or your left shin and give yourself a nice stretch. You can lift your chest because your core has been cooked. You can roll your ankles. Find your breath here. Oh, yeah. Then take your arms to T, and you're going to twist to your left. You're going to step your right foot to the earth as you twist to the left. And maybe you'll grab your right ankle that's on the left side of your body. I know, it's your left hand and your right ankle. And extend your right arm to the ceiling, taking the right shoulder back, and extend your right arm all the way up and over your head if it's available. If your shoulder doesn't like that, cross your arm over your chest, give yourself a hug. But take a breath here. Close your eyes. There is this place of calm within us. The sattva is in us. And the gunas take us all over the place all day. But we can begin by the facts. What are the facts? What is the person doing? What is really happening? And then we don't conflate it so much with our opinion and the judge. All right, and back to center, guys. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Open it up. Open it up. Take your right knee towards your chest, find your way. Maybe hugging the shin. Oh yeah, getting a big stretch in hips. Arms to T. You're gonna twist, I'm gonna move my hips over. Twist to your right, stepping your left foot to the earth. My right hand is gonna grab towards my right ankle if it can, my left ankle if you can, and roll the shoulder girdle to the left. It's a nice stretch in the shoulders. Extend your left arm to the ceiling, but take the left armpit back. The left shoulder is on the earth. And then you can extend your arm up over your head. You should have no problem there if you don't have shoulder issues. If you have shoulder issues, you know what to do now. You just give yourself a hug. Here I am. My goal here today, every day, is just to love my life. Take a few breaths here. Then make your way back through center. I'd like to slide my bum away from me. Walk your shoulder blades together. Take your arms, palms up beside you. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And make your way right into Shavasana. And just take a 2-minute break. Let yourself just take 2 minutes, guys. I know some of you feel you gotta go, but I'm telling you, I promise you the 2 minutes won't make a difference. It'll only be good for you. So take that rest. Start rolling your wrists and your ankles. Inhale, extend your arms up over your head. Let's just try to see the world and facts and then decide how we're going to embrace it, right? Exhale now. Now take a big inhale and then exhale from your mouth. Draw your knees towards your chest. Roll to your right side, either just for a moment. And then make your way to a seat on your mat, bringing your palms together to your heart center. Setting your intention to consult with this quiet space, this neutral space within us that's constant, that doesn't change, that's hard to access, but the more we practice, the easier it will get. The light in me honors that light in you. Namaste. Mwah. I'm going to turn off the recording.